Okay, hello and welcome to this pre-episode of our tutorial series. This is mainly to orient you a little bit about where we're at and what we intend to do with this series. So basically, the platform is obviously under constant change. We're doing a lot of edits, but there are a few functions that are fairly solid. They might look a little bit different down the line, but they're fairly solid and functional and basic to the platform. So this is a series about those specific functions, just so you know how to use them properly. What you're looking at now is a profile page, a personal profile page. You'll probably have one already yourself. It'll look something like this. I've set this one up for demo purposes, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be very useful. At the top here we have our personal toolbar that we can open up, and we can look at our notifications, conversations, we can look at projects, we can look at people and circles. This is probably going to shift in the weeks to come to become even more practical than it already is. And our basic page is you got your home, your feed, your followers, and your settings. It's sort of based on the principle or the utility of WordPress, which is quite a familiar format, and we'll get into that a bit more in later tutorials. And obviously, if you want to make any changes to your profile, you go to settings, and settings you have it's pretty self-explanatory. The only two things I wanted to mention is that you can put up multiple profile pictures or background pictures to your profile, which is especially useful if you have a project or an event or something and you want to display lots of fun pictures to give people an idea of what's happening. And then finally you have an area for location. So for various reasons I've chosen to put my pin in central Vancouver. You can see below here that we have like a position bar. So if I put it on top position, it zooms in straight into where I put the pin. I can move out to street level, I can do city level, I can do regional, and I can do country level. And I don't even have to have a pin, but we kind of encourage people to have that. So a specific pin might be less useful or less advisable if you're an individual, but if you are running a project or an event or something that's happening at a specific place, then it's probably a really good idea to have a very specific pin. But if you're traveling around and you're quite happy not to let people know exactly where you are, you could set everything to a city level, for instance, or just put your pin somewhere where you're not, just to avoid people stalking you and coming to find you. And then once you're done, you click Save Changes. That's easy to forget because things aren't updated automatically. You need to click Save, and then you're back at where you started. We have a bunch of functions down the side, which might be worth talking about, but I think we'll dive into those in a later tutorial. And then finally down here you'll find a little question mark inside a speech bubble. If you open that, you can access or join our WhatsApp group for test pilots, where we'll be sort of more fluidly posting information and answering questions until the platform is fully operational. Okay, so that is our pre-introduction to MakeCircles 101. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join us for episode 1, which will be about pages.